Hi, everybody, and welcome to Alter States with Rachel. I'm Rachel, and tonight I have a co-host in here with me. His name is Cooper, and he is in here with me. So if you hear him whine, just ignore him. He is being very needy right now, but it's okay because he loves his mama. So what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see who we got tonight in the romper room, right? Hi, Brigitte. Hello, Carol. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Victor. Okay, so, yeah. Cooper. Carol said, hey. KJ, hello. I'm having a hard time starting a new needed habit. I have an emotional block towards it. I can't figure out why I can't complete a specific task. It feels like it's so far from my understanding, like a past life block, which I am not sure or understand. Any thoughts? KJ, so the first thing that came to mind was that deep down inside, like you think it doesn't matter. Like you think like it doesn't matter. But then on the surface, it's like you're saying, no, I need to do this. I need to do this. What cards do I have for that? So KJ, the other day, I was really like, just for lack of better words, I was like ass deep in this meditation, and it was really, really good. And it was all like I felt so much love and compassion. And afterwards, I sent it to you. And I say that to say this because I normally ask for permission, but I was just like, I'm sending this to KJ, all this love and all this compassion. And if she's open to receive it, I hope she receives it. And then, like send it to your higher self, because I didn't want to send anything to you against your will. But KJ, I will say that like now I'm having like, pain in my stomach. So, and I know that's your solar plexus, and solar plexus. No, I didn't tell you to do anything. I was just sending it to you in that meditation because I was just full of love and compassion. I gotta get my drink right quick. Sorry. I was just full of like love and compassion, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna send this to KJ. And I don't know why you came to mind, but like whatever I'm feeling now is in your stomach. So I know we got this hurricane coming up. Use that. Just Google shamanic practice or using hurricane weather to help you move blocks. So if you don't know what it is, you don't have to know what it is. Just really meditate on the hurricane, see the beauty of the hurricane, see the compassion of the hurricane, see everything like what a hurricane does. Yes, it is destructive, and yes, it is. It's powerful, but just see the hurricane side of the hurricane, if that makes sense, and use all the characteristics of this hurricane to remove any blockages. And you can also ask it to remove the blockages and renew you, because it's like, if you think about a hurricane, if it does cause chaos, then there's opportunity to rebuild. So like if it does cause a path of destruction, then know that it's going to be rebuilt. So do whatever you want to with that, but just use the energy of this hurricane that's coming up. Just imagine that, like, imagine, there's beauty in chaos. Well, yeah. Yeah, and even just imagine you being in the middle of a hurricane, that it's chaos all around you, but it's not affecting you. Because, like, whenever there is a hurricane, I've never been in one, but from what, I hear, like the eye of the storm, it's like calm, it's beautiful. And it's like you have no idea that, there's destruction or chaos all around you, that you're able to, be in that middle. So just use the energy of it, and that, however you want to work with it, use that. Alrighty, I messed up my car, so let me straighten them out. So how is everybody doing with their energy? Everybody feeling good? Everybody feeling fine? It has been so nice here. I've been outside a lot, and of course, so I feel like my sinuses are having fun with me. But it's been beautiful weather, beautiful energy. I went back and watched the last Thursday, and I cannot believe how my voice was and how the audio was, because I don't think we've ever had issues before. So I just think that's really, really kind of like that itself means something. And Jennifer and I talked about it later. And then actually I told a friend of mine today, and she was telling me about she's been seeing tsunamis. And I was like, yes, I have been seeing tsunamis too. And she was thinking with hers, it might have been symbolic. And I was like, I don't think that mine is symbolic, because they have been too vivid. Like it was too much. So but of course with it, like I don't get any it's I don't know. I don't get anything weird with it. I have like a sense of peace with it. Okay, now that I got my cards straight, we can do this. John, you're not the first time listener. Are you just listening this time? Is this the first time you're listening? I've seen you before, John. Because I was like, how do I pronounce his last name? But hello and welcome. Thank you. And hello, Arlena. Elise, you're there. You're not eating and not working, just hoping Ian turns around. I guess so. Okay, John. Let's give John a reading. John. What does John need to know? Well, if anybody is in the path of the hurricane, I'll, ask for your protection. And hope everything comes out all right. All right, what does John need to know? All right, John. So pull 5 cards. The one in the middle represents you. And right now that is Ace of Swords. And so swords is thoughts, mind, intellect, is strife. It's that air energy. It's definitely your thoughts. And so Ace is all about new beginnings. So this is like a new start with difficulty. So, it's like you're trying to get started something. You're trying to get something started. So the first one is the Two of Swords. And again, swords, thought, your mind, or intellect. And so this, it can be like a stalemate, unable to make a decision. But okay, so normally I would be like, means unable to make a decision. But what this really feels like is that you are intuitively making a decision, that you are letting yourself guide yourself in this decision. Okay. That's what it feels like. It feels like it's not that you're asking for signs, but then it just feels like you are intuitively guiding this with your decision making, with this new start. Then it is followed by the Emperor. And so the Emperor is Major Arcana, and it's the 4. So an Emperor, this is all about, it's like that male authority, it's power, it's leader, it's somebody that's in command. It's definitely this power position, it's a place of power. Then we got the Ace of Swords, which is a new start with a little bit of difficulty. Then it is followed by the Two of Pentacles. And so Pentacles is security, material issues, and money. This is wealth, it's foundation. This is like, it's not money like where you get your money every day. This is your long-term money. And this is all about juggling or balancing your finances, juggling or balance the situation. Then it is followed by the Queen of Wands. And so Wands, again, is jobs, employment, security. But I see her, the Queen, she is the energy that represents that lower self, the lower chakras. So these are going to be the chakras that represent the things to survive. That's your root chakra, your basic needs like water, food, and shelter. And then it moves up to the your second chakra. And that is like, okay, now I've got my basic needs met. Now I can think a little bit outside that box. What are some things that will make me comfortable? And then it moves on into your solar plexus, which is like your place of action. You're able to be inspired and you're able to be creative. So, John, it feels like this new start that you are letting fate decide it. It feels like you are intuitively doing it, that it's like you're tired of worrying and you're just going to let fate decide for you. And that's just what it feels like. Yeah. So whenever I was asking for clarity, I really didn't get nothing besides the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is all about searching for information, and Temperance, that's about patience. So, John, I don't know if you thought the outcome of this would come sooner. And now it's getting to the point where like you're frustrated and you're trying to figure your finances out, or not that you're figuring your finances out, but now it's like, okay, I decided I was going to let fate decide this, or I was going to intuitively go. And now you're second guessing yourself about maybe you shouldn't have made that decision, but it was the right decision. It's not that you're being tested, but it's coming. It's coming. Because it's like whenever you see the Two of Pentacles, the ships are back there. You know, they're coming. So whatever this is, it's coming. Keep holding your faith. Keep being in your place of power, because that's the thing. You know, it's like we're like, okay, we can manifest this. I can do this. And I'm not sure if you know about manifesting, but it's like, okay, you know, I'm going to be in this place of high vibration and I'm going to manifest what I want. And then so you do that and then you're all excited. And then it's like, when's it going to come? When's it going to come? And then you kind of start losing your faith. And then you start thinking, well, what if it doesn't come? What happens if I go through all of my savings? What happens if this happens? And then you go into that fear mentality or that scarce mentality. And then it's like you start, you know, your vibration goes down, for lack of better terms. And then whatever was coming towards you like this, it's coming to you on that, you know, frequency that you was. And you're like, oh no, what about my savings? And then it's like, then it's coming to you and you might miss it, because you're not back up here. So just stay in that place of gratitude, stay in that place of love and compassion, and just know that it's going to work out and it'll come to you. There you go, John, and welcome. All right, who's next on deck? Arlena. Having a hard time letting go of trauma due to a narcissistic sister that enjoys opening the wounds over and over again. Well, Arlena, it sounds like she likes that power. Don't give her that power, right? And I don't know if y'all, Arlena, I don't know if you share these wounds with this sister, because it sounds like that's her way of dealing with the trauma by, you know, opening your wounds, because she don't like the way it feels. So if she sees you suffering with it, then that makes her feel better. But don't, which I know that sounds easier than that. Just like, oh, don't let her have the power. But the thing is, you can do the Ho'oponopono prayer, and that is a prayer of forgiveness. And you can just Google it, but it's a Hawaiian prayer of forgiveness. But what you can do is imagine your sister, or look at a picture of your sister. And then you can also, if you can think of this trauma or this wound, however you can symbolize that with something like a symbol, do that Ho'oponopono and to your sister and to that wound. And try to let the energy of that trauma go. And let the energy between you and your sister go. Because that's the thing, like there's energy with everything. But whenever there's a situation, there's an energy signature to that as well. So if you can clear that by using the energy of the hurricane or the energy of wind or cutting the cord with it, there's a lot of things that you can do with it. But let's pull some cards for you. Let's pull 3 cards. I like this group. I like the other group too, but I really like this group. Because, I mean, I don't know. I like y'all's feedback. I feel like I have time to discuss things. I think that most of y'all are, you know, you don't want just a free reading. You really care about like this situation that you're going through. Like you really want to work on it, you know. Arlena. So the first one is the Page of Swords. So yeah, it's searching for information. So swords is your thoughts, your mind, your intellect. This is your thoughts. It's that mental strife. Okay. Again, you can cut the cord with it. You can move that energy out, but there's going to be an energetic signature or energetic thing with that whatever trauma, whatever that was, and then between like you and your sister about it. So there's going to be that. So Page of Swords is all about like being guarded, searching for information. Then, so Cooper is fixing to start barking, and I'm sorry about that because people came in and they probably have food and he's starving to death. So if he starts barking, we'll have to ignore him. Okay. So the next one is the Five of Pentacles. And so Pentacles, it's security, material issues, and wealth. And we know that five is all about change. It's about transition. But the five is all about like the opportunity to adjust, to self-correct, to kind of evaluate where you are and see if you want to move forward, stay where you are, or if you want to go in the back in the past and deal with something. So that's what the five means. Then that's my version of what the five means. Okay. And then the Five of Pentacles is feeling left out. It's feeling left out in the cold, feeling that you're not enough, feeling that separation, that just feeling left out, not included. And then it is followed by the Four of Pentacles. So it's like the Four of Pentacles, they're holding on to everything super, super tight. It's just holding on to everything. And whenever you hold on to something too tight, then it becomes like something of value. It becomes something of, it becomes like, oh no, you can't have this. So let it go. Let it go. However you can let it go, let it go. And first of all, that would drive her crazy because she's like, how can she let it go? How can she let it go? Because that's what she's doing, hanging on to it. So let it go. Don't hang on to it. Sorry, I'm just texting them to ask them to open the door and get Cooper. So yeah, let it go. But Arlena, if you want to do some of that work, you can Google on cutting cords. You can Google on how to change the energy of that situation. But just like I said, so there's like an energy signature of that trauma that happened. And then there is the energy, between you and her. And she's doing it because she's not healed, for whatever reason, she's, see her in compassion and like, oh, it's just like bullies that do stupid stuff. It's because they're hurt. Doesn't make it okay, but that's what it is. Mika, you would love a reading, been emotionally stressed out over your pup. Right? They would do that. Well, maybe your puppy will be okay. All right. What does Mika need to know? Thank y'all for coming and hanging out with me. It's so weird because I feel so calm. All right, Mika. Pulled 5 cards. The one in the middle is the death card. So yay! You got some change coming. The other cool one is pull 5 cards, and the card in the first and the fifth position are twos. So let's just see what this is about. So the first one is a Two of Swords. And so the Two of Swords, again, swords is your thought, your mind, your intellect. And two is all about, it's like not the best time to decide or unable to decide. Then it is followed by this lovely guy, the devil. And so the devil here, he just represents fear, represents bad habits. This is all about anger, your shadow side, attachments, just bad habits. And then it is followed by this lovely opportunity of the death card. And it's all about change. It's about complete change, shedding of the old and something new coming in, new opportunity. And then it is followed by the Ace of Cups. And so aces are new beginnings and cups are emotions, right? So this is the Ace of Cups. This represents like a new emotional beginning, but it's something kind of solid. So it's something new emotional beginning. And then it is followed by the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is all about contemplating choices. Mika. So Mika, it feels like everything right now is way out of control, and like everything is out of your control and you can't control it. And that feels like very scary. And then whenever it just feels like everything is out, like it just feels like everything is out of control. And as much as you want to control things, and so whenever I'm using the word control, it's not like, oh, you're trying to control things. It's like you're trying to say, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what to do because everything changes. So it's like, you can wake up this morning and make a decision that you're going to do this and this and this today. But by the time you actually get up and get out of bed, it's done. Like you got a text and that's changed. So you don't know where to start. Like you're in limbo, just like constant change. And so it's like right now, be in that state of constant change, because if you fight it, then that's going to take more energy and effort. Just like be in the flow and let it go and just like roll with it. So the only thing that you have to do is like wake up and eat and like take care of yourself. And if you got to go to work, go to work. But don't try to be an overachiever. Don't try to like conquer the world. Don't try to correct, like don't try and fix, just go with the flow and see what happens. Like for the next week or so, quit. It almost feels like everything is like going around and around in circles and you're trying to stop it and get a hold of it. But all you're really doing is it's just beating you up. And just let it go. Like I said, as long as you get up and you eat and you feed your animals, or you do whatever you have to do. If you have kids, you feed your kids, like, or you go to work, like, but don't worry about doing these extra things. Don't worry about trying to get your life together. All you need to do is like worry about surviving. Okay. And then like give that a week and see what happens and see how you feel. Okay. There you go. There you go, Mika. And I don't know what's going on with your pup. I don't know. But maybe he feels like things are out of control. I don't know if like you're trying to control everything he does, like you've got him on a tight leash or something, but it's something about control. Like, do what you're supposed to do. You can't just be like, I'm not dealing with this today. But just do the things that you need to do, like to survive. But don't do any extra for a week. Hi, Betty. Hi, Robin. Welcome. All right, Betty. What does Betty need to know? Betty, what does Betty need to know? All right, Betty. Pull up 5 cards. The one in the middle is the 8 of Pentacles. And so the 8 of Pentacles is about you doing like your best work, doing your best work. So the first one is the 6 of Swords. And so swords, this is your thoughts, your mind, your intellect. And, you see them in a boat and they're moving away from a situation. So this is all about moving to an easier situation, moving on to calmer waters. And so you can see on one side of the boat, there's like waves and ripples. It's all choppy. But on the other side, it's all no ripples. It's calm. So moving away, moving on, moving to something calmer. Then it is followed by, oh, this is cool. You got the King and Queen of Pentacles. So this is the Queen of Pentacles. So Pentacles is security, material issues, and wealth. So again, this is like humble energy. It's that, so it's just that humble energy. I don't, the fact that you got the King and the Queen. Betty. Betty, is you feel like real balanced because these are on both sides of you, but this literally feels like your real mom and your real dad. That's what it feels like. It feels like it's your real mom and your real dad, and that they're surrounding you, and here are you being the 8 of Pentacles, doing what you love, doing like your best work. Because again, this is like the 8 of Pentacles. And so you see, he's just creating this art. He's creating these pentacles and he's just doing it over and over and over. Like he's doing his best work or trying to do his best work, perhaps. Trying to be his best. And then it is followed by the Chariot. And so the Chariot is the major arcana. And so this is all about movement. It's about overcoming obstacles. So Betty, yeah, this is all about your mom and dad, and that they're around you, and like that they're supporting you, whatever you're moving to, where like you moving on, but you're trying to be your best self, and you are overcoming all your obstacles. But yeah, I mean, they're on both sides of you, so they're supportive. They're there, they're there with you. They're there for you. So there you go, Betty. They're with you. Brigitte, it was a still day, like nothing is moving, almost still, if that makes sense. Brigitte, that is a very good way to explain that. It's almost been like, it's been very stale here, but it almost feels like there's this pungent smell, if that makes sense. Feels pungent. Feels, I don't know. And I try to figure out what it is, and it's like I can't. And I'm like, is it chemical? Is somebody burning something? Is it something like dead and nasty? But it's just like irritant. It's just something that is like right there at the tip of it. That is a very good way to describe it. Brigitte. I feel stuck. Do you see changes starting to move for me again, Sue? Oh, you feel stuck. Let's see. Brigitte feels stuck. You see changes starting to move from her again soon. So, Brigitte, are you ADHD or are you like anxiety? Like, do you have to constantly be moving? Like, it almost feels like if you're idle, that's the devil's playground. Like, oh, you got to keep moving. You know, you got to keep going. All right. So changes for Brigitte. What do we see for Brigitte? These same cards keep coming up. It's so crazy. Okay, Brigitte. So I really need to get my second camera up. That way y'all can see what's going on. So pull 5 cards. Brigitte is the Hierophant. That's in the middle. It's about change. So the first 2 cards are 2 of Wands and 2 of Pentacles. So this is all about I mean, the two of Wands is all about, contemplating choices, like thinking, what can I do? What can I do? And then the 2 of Pentacles is like, juggling it, balancing it. So it almost feels like you're trying to figure out what you can do to make everything work. How do I make this work? How do I keep everything in balance? What can I do? What's my options? What do I need to do? And then here we got the 5, which is all about change, but it's about transition. It's about like adjustment. What can I do? Again, what can I do? But the Hierophant, I see this person as, this person is like the eclectic one. They are definitely a leader. There's somebody that has power, but it's their own power. And it's almost like your own rules. And I see this as like, so like I just got like the idea of like esoteric practices or mystery schools. So it's like these old ways. It's like these old ways. Okay. And then the last 2 cards are Queens. So you got the Queen of Wands and you got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So both Queen energy. The Queen of Wands, she's those lower chakras, but that's just, that is the survival. That is your basic needs. And then you've got the Queen of Pentacles. I see her as that like Mother Earth. She's that earth energy. So we've got the two cards, Two of Pentacles and Two of Wands, and we got the Queen. Queen of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. So, Brigitte, if you feel like you are stuck, like you have to make a decision, or you don't know what to do, it really feels like you're the weird one that can make it all work. It feels like you're the eclectic one. Like somebody's going to say, how in the world did you manage to do that? And you're going to be like, I don't know. It just worked out, or how did you think of doing that? Like, what gave you that brilliant idea? And I'm saying brilliant because it's really brilliant, not like what gave you that brilliant idea, like sarcastic, like, how did you come up with that? That's what this feels like. So even though you're stuck, I think that you aren't really stuck. I think it's just you're always bouncing around. So they're like, stop for a second and listen. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. You're not stuck. They're just like, stop and listen for a second. Okay. So stop and listen because, okay. Yeah. So, whenever I think of the difference between Wands and Pentacles, so Wands, that money, that's your money that you get all the time. That's the money. That's like, that's your 9 to 5. That's your 12 hours a day. That is like working in a sock factory. That is that type of money. And then your Pentacles, that money is like, oh, okay, I'm taking a part of my check that I have to, do my 9 to 5 or my 12 hours or whatever. And I'm putting it towards my foundation. I'm putting it towards my, my passion. So it feels like you are trying to figure out how to combine your real life with your play life. You're trying to figure out how to pay the bills, but yet travel the world. Like, how do you pay for things at home, but how do you travel the world? It feels like you're trying to marry two ideas. That's what it feels like. And you're going to get the answer. It's going to come to you. There you go. Well, thank you, Brigitte. That sounds exciting. Because isn't that what we're always trying to do, to figure out the balance between, it's like the balance of the chakras. It's like you can't live in your crown chakra all the time because then you're ungrounded and you're all airy-fairy. Well, you can't live in your root chakra all the time because then it's like you have no connection to source. So it's like being in that middle. Like you have to be both, combining both. Arlena, yep, she does. You're in weak spot and she knows it. Yep. Yeah, Arlena, just tell her, call her out on it, and don't do it aggressive. Just say, oh, I'm sorry, sister, whatever. Say, say, look, be a smart aleck. Use some reverse psychology on her. Just say, look, I love you enough. I want you to heal. And if this is how you heal by, putting salt in my wound, go ahead. I want you happy. You deserve happiness. Do that and see what happens, No problem. No problem, John. I really, as every reading that I do for y'all, I get something out of it, and honestly, I really probably look cool, calm, and collected, like I'm all together. That's being funny. But sometimes I think, oh my gosh, did I not ask this question specific for John? Did I not ask this question specific for Brigitte? Because I feel like I'm getting a reading. I feel like Spirit is telling me, like, you need to do this too. You need to listen, so I'm getting a reading out of it. And so, yeah, no, we're all connected, right? And I'm learning from y'all, and it's very empowering. It really is. It's very empowering. And I really appreciate y'all taking the time to come and listen to me blabber, because there are so many people. See, that's the difference between this group and the other group. The other group, they want free readings. I understand that. But I feel like y'all, if you get a reading, then it's like, okay, how can I incorporate this? How can I deal with it? What can I do? Because y'all really want to work on whatever the issue is. And that's what the whole divine feminine, whole divine masculine is. Because I was like, what is this? What is this, just a buzzword? But I think it's where people realize, hey, this is where we are and this is what we're working on. So to me, it's just somebody who embodies the fact that we realize we need to work on ourselves, and we're willing to do that. We're willing to say, hey, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm doing this. All I know is this hurts and I need to fix that. And we aren't numbing it by drinking, smoking, relationshiping, texting. We're doing it in ways that are uncomfortable sometimes. We're working on our shadow selves. So no, it doesn't. It doesn't make it easier, but it might back her up, because that's what she's doing, is she's enjoying the pain. She's enjoying her power from your pain. So if you call her out on it, and honestly, if you think about it, I don't know what the situation is, but Arlena, maybe it was a situation like whatever this wound is, it was one where you felt powerless. So there you go. If perhaps you felt powerless in it, and you're able to take control of the situation with your sister and find your power, find your voice, or find your truth, and you're able to say that, then maybe that's what you need to heal. Betty, yeah, you want to move on and try, but you're having a hard time with it. You lost your husband a few years ago. Oh, honey, yeah. That, I know that's hard. That's got to be hard. And the thing is, I'm trying to think of something to say comforting, and I can't do it, because I don't think that's what you need, you know? Betty, I bet he was a super nice guy. I would miss him too. I wouldn't want to move on either. Okay, I'm going to have to stop. Where's my peacock? So I normally have like a gold chain. I usually have some obsidian, and I was talking to somebody earlier, and my energy was super, super crazy, and I was like rambling on, and so I couldn't find it. But I got this really cool peacock, and it's got that silver sheen to it. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to grab this because I like peacocks, you know? So, hi, Christy. Welcome. All right, who's next? Step right up. Step right up. Be like at the circus. Hi, Janet. Mika. So your Yorkie got bit by a canine in the hospital, has had fever since last Thursday, but did eat and drink some today. Well, I'll tell you this. Animals are resilient. They will get the most simplest wound and it swells up like crazy. And I'm not diminishing saying, oh, it's probably just hardly nothing because it's all swell up. I'm just saying that they can have a puncture wound and that thing will swell up the size of you don't know what. And I'm sure that there was, if it's like a fever, it's probably infection, but I'm sure they're taking care of that. But yeah, animals are crazy. And then they're just like a baby, because like when a baby's hurting, it's like they don't have words to tell you like what, they don't have words, and it's like you don't know. But Mika too, you need to, if you watched it or if you've seen that, you need to release any trauma that you had towards it. Okay. And you can also do energy work on your pup too, on your Yorkie, because I'm sure, that's a small dog. And if it's a canine, I'm assuming that's like a German Shepherd or something. I don't know. But, it might be traumatizing for the Yorkie too. So I know that animals store a lot of their trauma in their kidneys. So if you do any energy work, then make sure you release it from their kidneys. And that's good, because sometimes they won't eat or drink. I think the animals, they fast. They know what to do. So that's good. Elise, I don't know. I don't know if I skipped you or not. I didn't see it. Hi, Samantha. It sounds like you're making stuff up. It's like watching Oprah. Thank you. I love Oprah. You get a car. You get a car. You get a tarot reading. You get a tarot reading. Tarot de shore. Outside of the dogs and sorcerers and the sexually immoral and murderers and idolaters and everyone who loves and practices falsehoods. Revelation 22:15. Oh, well, welcome, guys. I'm glad that y'all came and hung out with us. So please keep commenting, because even though we have, even though you don't want to be here, you are helping our algorithm by posting comments. So thank you. You are helping my comment content go up. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you would like, you could go and comment on everybody else's comment, and that will double my comments. So thank you. I appreciate that. I need all the help social marketing I can get. And I will say this. I am a little bit sexually immoral, but hey, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I'm just kidding. Okay, Elise, when will Pearl find her lost ring? Let's see. When will Pearl find her lost ring? Pearl, sounds like your ring might be in the book of Revelations. When we open that seventh seal, you'll find it. Oh, I guess I'm going to go to hell. I better stop. Okay, Pearl, when will you find your lost ring? Who doesn't want to be sexually immoral, Hello. I have procreated enough. Now it's time to have fun, right? I have birthed my children. Now it's fun time. Okay, Pearl, I'm trying to get serious and quit thinking of my sexual immoral thoughts. Got to get legit. Okay. When will Pearl find her ring? Or can we give Pearl some help to find her ring? Pearl, or not Pearl, but Elise, this is crazy. So, pulled 5 cards. The first one is the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Then we got the Fool in the middle. Then it's followed by Hangman and the Magician. Okay. So, I was thinking it's outside somewhere. I don't know if she knew where she lost it or like a general idea. I don't know if she was messing with something, like messing with some flowers outside, but I feel like it's outside, like that's where it is. But it was where she was doing something outside. So it's not like it fell out of her pocket. It was where she was doing something outside. So I don't know if what she was doing outside with flowers. Okay. You get the peacock. Elise, sorry. I feel like somebody's trying to mess with me mental-wise here. Yeah, Elise. I think she'll find it. I don't know when, but I think she's going to find it. She just needs to go outside, wherever she was messing with like some flowers, whether, I don't know. But she was messing with some flowers, and I'm pretty sure that's where she's going to find it, in that area. Maybe what she can do, Elise, is get a flashlight and at nighttime go out there and see if she can see something. See if that helps with the reflection, something like that. Hello, Pearl. Robin, you're in a tower laugh at the moment. I know, right? I know. But yeah. Oh, I know Jesus is watching. I talk to him all the time. All right, let's see what we got. It's okay. My husband and I is married. It's fine. You don't remember messing with flowers and you did the flashlight. I don't know. I'm getting something about flowers, Pearl. So it's still something about flowers, and you did the flashlight. That at least if she took it off in her car, that's good, and that means it's still in there. And you know, so I'm sure y'all thought of everything, but I don't know. I'm still getting flowers, so go try that. Brigitte, what if people want to put? I know, Brigitte. I know. Well, you know, it's you know, I'm only 29, right? I just love winging. I'm only 29. I have all this life experience. That's a bold-faced lie about me being 29. But you know, usually the people that are condemning people are the one that are already sexually immoral. You know, trust me. I've been in church long enough to know that. I have been in church long enough to know what the deacons and the preachers are doing, right? They're the ones, but they're not like, they're just like everybody else. They're the ones that are, you know, talking about what we're doing wrong while they're actively doing it. And we all are. Or a lot of people are, so it's fine. I used to date a preacher. That's where a lot of my sexual immoral comments came from. I'm trying to be quiet in case my husband's listening. Is that something Oprah would say? No, because Oprah's not married. I'm having way too much fun with this. Okay. So come on, we got to do some readings. We're not here for a comedy sketch. Okay. So let's do a reading. Do y'all want to do a reading for October? How about that? Okay, Carol, you want one? Okay, Carol, you can do one. How about for Carol? I'm begging y'all to get readings. Please take one. All right, what does Carol need to know? Carol, these flew out. So it's King of Wands and Justice. Who else we got? Carol. Ooh, Carol. All right, Carol. So the one in the middle is the Death card. Yeah, you get some transition and some change. Something is new creation is coming, right? Something good is coming. Something new and creative. Okay. New opportunity. So the first one is the King of Wands. And so, you know, you're thinking, so, you know, wands is jobs, employment, security. And so the king, this is somebody that is like, it's very well very well communicative. They can communicate very well. I'm struggling. They're hardworking, they're ambitious, it's honor, it's vision, it's very much those higher chakras. So it's that crown chakra, third eye, and the throat chakra, and they're all connected and they're all in line, really speaking that place of power. Then it is followed by the Justice card. And so, yeah, justice is exactly what it is. It could be karma, but this here's about balance. And it's just, you know, It doesn't feel like you're searching for balance. It feels like it is balance. Then you got the death card. And so death is complete change, getting rid of the old, so making way for the new. And then it is followed by the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. And again, Wands is jobs and employment and security. And the Knight is the person of action. It's taken action. And so this is all about a change. It's a change of residency. It's a change of job. It's a change of scenery, but it's a change of like environment. Wherever you are the most, whether that's at work or at home, it's a change. Then it is followed by the Ace of Pentacles. And Pentacles is security, material issues, wealth. Again, that foundation is that estate money. It's that old money, but it's like big money. It's big opportunities. It's the miracle card. So yeah, Carol, I think last week we were talking about you being in limbo, like something being in limbo and you couldn't go forward until something was done. Well, I think this is definitely movement, and that change is coming, and you are moving towards that change. This Knight of Wands, it's just your environment is changing, and it's money has been coming her way. So it's coming your way. Yeah, it's but yeah, I want to say it was all about, like last week it was like not everything had been presented, or it was like not everything had been, like not everything was known, but it feels like there's that balance, like it's like it's on its way, like it was figured out. Like it was figured out. And now this change is coming. Yeah. And the Knight is bringing it. Yeah. Because Knights are action. So it's all about that change of your environment. Well, there you go, everybody. So Carol, it's coming. It's not sexually immoral coming, but it's coming. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm really deep inside. I'm like a 14-year-old boy with, my comments. But Carol, so I'm wondering if you did something, like what you did to move this energy. Because whenever it's like it's coming, it's not like, oh, it's in a pipeline. It's like, yeah, it's like whatever, like if there was a process, that process is done, like it's completed. Now all you have to do is just like I said, if there was paperwork involved, like it's done, and it's done, like it's processed now, and now it's literally coming. Like how they used to put in like check request, and then they would do a check request, and then they write the check, and then have to get somebody to sign it, then have to get somebody to mail it. It feels like it's already been done. It's actually on the way to you. So there you go. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me and participating and sharing your time and sharing your love and your energy. And we got Victor tomorrow, and then we have Jennifer on Thursday. Or Wednesday. I can't remember. I don't know. I don't even know what today is. But we got Victor and Jennifer. And then we got Wanda on Sunday. And I love Wanda. She's so country. All right, guys. See you later. Hey, Victor. Yeah, sounds like she released it. I know, right? It was really, really fun. I enjoyed it tonight. Besides, I liked when we can goof up and have fun and joke around anyway, It makes everything flow easy.